Beloved brothers and sisters in faith, today you have been led here not by coincidence, but by divine purpose. There are moments in life when the weight of our struggles feels unbearable, when the doors seem closed and the light of hope grows dim. It is precisely in these moments that heaven reaches out to us, offering strength, comfort, and above all, miracles. You may have entered this prayer searching for answers, longing for peace in the middle of chaos, or desiring a breakthrough in a situation that seems humanly impossible. Let me assure you, you are in the right place at the right time. Saint Anthony, known across the centuries as the Wonder Worker, the saint who restores what is lost and heals what is broken, is ready to intercede on your behalf today. As you join your heart with mine in this prayer, allow faith to rise within you. Open your soul to the possibility that the impossible can shift, that your burden can be lifted, and that your story can be rewritten by divine grace. Saint Anthony has never turned away a sincere request. His compassion, his closeness to the child Jesus, and his countless miracles performed throughout history testify that he remains a faithful friend to all who call upon him. So stay with me until the very end of this prayer. Every word is a step closer to your miracle. Every moment is a seed of faith planted in your heart. By the conclusion of this devotion, prepare yourself to witness what you thought could never happen. The unexpected favor of God revealed through the intercession of his beloved servant, Saint Anthony. If your heart is yearning for transformation, be it in your body, your family, your finances, or your spirit, trust that heaven is listening. The grace of God is not far away. It is already moving toward you. And through the voice of prayer, miracles are awakened. O glorious Saint Anthony, beloved servant of God, and faithful friend of all who are in need, I lift my heart to you this day with deep reverence and humble expectation. You are known as the Saint of Miracles, the gentle guide of the lost, and the protector of the brokenhearted. Through your tender intercession, countless souls throughout the ages have discovered light where there was only darkness, and hope where despair once reigned. Today, I come before you with an open spirit, ready to surrender my worries, my battles, and my fires at your feet. I know that in your presence, nothing is too small to be noticed, and nothing is too great to be carried to the throne of the Almighty. You walk this earth with compassion burning in your heart, and you continue in heaven with that same merciful love, turning your gaze toward those who seek you with sincerity. Blessed Saint Anthony, I ask that you hear the silent cries of my soul. Look upon the hidden struggles that weigh heavy on me, the tears that are unseen by others, the prayers I whisper in the quiet of the night. Bring these before the merciful heart of Jesus, whom you embraced with tender devotion. Whisper my request to him, just as you once held the divine child in your arms with love beyond words. Saint of miracles, I place before you my urgent needs. Where there is illness, may healing flow. Where there is lack, may abundance enter. Where there is conflict, let peace reign. Where there is fear, let faith arise. You are the patron of the desperate, the helper of those who feel forgotten. Do not let my plea go unanswered. Let your intercession be the bridge between my frailty and God's infinite mercy. I call upon you, Saint Anthony, to extend your protective hand over my family and loved ones. Shield us from harm, from despair, from every attack of evil. May your blessings surround our home, filling each room with serenity, faith, and divine protection. Pour out upon us the gift of unity, love, and understanding, so that together we may walk in the path of righteousness. Holy Intercessor, I also lift up to you my work, my labors, and my daily responsibilities. Bless the efforts of my hands, that they may prosper and serve not only my needs, but also the needs of others. Where my strength fails, let grace abound. Where opportunities seem closed, let doors open. You who once helped those who cried out for bread, for shelter, for relief, come now to my aid, that I may provide, share, and bless others as I am blessed. O gentle saint, remind me always that no prayer is ever wasted, even when answers seem delayed. You are at work preparing blessings beyond what I could ever imagine. Strengthen my patience, increase my faith, and let me trust in God's timing. May I never grow weary of asking, seeking, and knocking, for in persistence lies the path to miracles. Saint Anthony, shine your light upon the dark corners of my heart. Remove bitterness and replace it with forgiveness. Take away doubt and fill me with unwavering trust. Cast out anxiety and clothe me in divine peace. May I be a vessel of God's love, radiating kindness to all I encounter, reflecting the compassion that you yourself showed so generously during your earthly life. Today, I unite my voice with the thousands who invoke your name, believing that heaven bends low to hear the petitions of the faithful. Together, we declare with confidence, Saint Anthony, worker of wonders, grant us your miracles today. With gratitude overflowing, I already thank you, Saint Anthony, for what you are about to do. I know that even now, unseen blessings are moving toward me. Unseen chains are breaking. Unseen doors are swinging wide. Your intercession is my assurance that nothing is too difficult for the God you served so faithfully. O Saint Anthony, merciful intercessor, I turn to you with every part of my being, knowing that no corner of life is beyond the reach of your care. You are the one who restores what is broken, the saint who finds what is lost, the friend who stands beside the weary. Hear me, beloved wonder worker, as I lift to you every area of my life, trusting that your prayers before the throne of God carry power and tenderness beyond human understanding. For healing of the body, blessed Saint Anthony, I present before you every weakness of my body. Where there is pain, bring relief. Where illness has stolen strength, restore vitality. Where fear of diagnosis lingers, replace it with courage and hope. You who were known to care for the sick and comfort the suffering, extend your healing hand now. Let the warmth of divine mercy flow through every vein, every fifth, every heartbeat, until health is renewed and wholeness restored. Grant wisdom to doctors and caregivers, clarity to those who make decisions, and patience to those who endure long treatments. May my body, once healed, be a vessel for service, a testimony of God's goodness, and a source of joy to those around me. For family and relationships, gentle Saint, I lift up my family to your intercession. You know the beauty of unity, but also the pain of division. Where there is misunderstanding, bring clarity. Where there is conflict, sow peace. Where there is distance, restore closeness. Cover our homes with your blessing, so that love may flourish, and every word spoken may build rather than break. Watch over children with tender care, guiding them in wisdom and protecting them from harm. Strengthen parents with patience and compassion. Heal wounds between brothers and sisters, between husbands and wives, between generations. Let the bond of love that reflects God's own love be restored in every household that cries out to you. For work and daily labor, sign of kindness, I place before you my work and my daily tasks. You know how easily discouragement can creep in when efforts feel unnoticed or when struggles never seem to end. Bless my labor, O holy intercessor, so that it may prosper not only for my needs, but also as a blessing for others. Open doors where opportunities seem shut. Provide guidance in decisions that affect my livelihood. Protect me from injustice and unfair treatment. May my workplace become not a source of stress and despair, but a place of purpose and fulfillment. Let me see it take a service to God each challenge as an opportunity to grow, and each success as a gift to be shared. For finances and provision, compassionate Saint Anthony, many turn to you in times of financial distress, for you have been a provider to the needy and a protector of the poor. Today I lay before you my needs in this area. Where debts weigh heavy, may they be lifted. Where income is scarce, may it increase. Where fear of lack steals peace, may abundance flow. Bless the work of my hands, multiply the fruit of my labor, and grant me the wisdom to manage resources with integrity. Let me not only have enough for myself and my family, but also the joy of sharing with those in greater need. Transform scarcity into sufficiency, and sufficiency into generosity. For peace of mind and spirit, Saint Anthony, light of compassion, I also lift to you my inner life. Too often, anxiety clouds my thoughts, fear grips my heart, and doubt steals my sleep. I ask that you place my mind under the calm presence of Christ. Drive away every shadow of despair, silence the voices of discouragement, and awaken in me the certainty that I am never abandoned. Bring clarity where confusion reigns. Replace chaos with order and sadness with joy. Guide my thoughts toward what is holy, pure, and life-giving. May my soul rest in the assurance that God's mercy is greater than my weakness, His strength greater than my struggle, and His love deeper than my wounds. For spiritual growth is Saint Anthony. More than anything else, I ask for growth in my walk with God. I do not only seek miracles for the body or blessings for this life, but also the grace to grow in holiness. Inspire me to pray with fervor, to forgive with sincerity, to serve with humility, and to love without condition. Let my faith not be shaken by hardship, but purified like gold in the fire. Help me to remember that every answered prayer is a gift. But the greatest miracle of all is the transformation of the heart. May I grow closer each day to Christ, whom you loved so deeply. Let me reflect His light, His peace, and His compassion, so that my life may bear witness to His eternal kingdom. O beloved Saint Anthony, tireless intercessor and servant of the Most High, I continue to entrust every detail of my life into your hands. You know the struggles that weigh me down and the hidden hopes that burn quietly within my heart. You see not only my spoken prayers, but also the unspoken longings that words cannot capture. For strength in trials, Holy Wonder Worker, life often brings storms that I cannot predict and burdens that feel too heavy to bear. Yet I remember your own words and teachings that no trial is greater than God's mercy and no darkness stronger than His light. Be my companion in hardship, Saint Anthony. Walk with me through the valleys of uncertainty. Remind me that suffering, though painful, can be transformed into a path of grace. When I grow weary, lend me your strength. When I grow doubtful, remind me of heaven's faithfulness. When I am tempted to give up, whisper to my soul that God's promises are unshakable. Let me not collapse under the weight of challenges, but instead rise with renewed faith, trusting that every test is an opportunity for a miracle to unfold, for deliverance from evil, O defender of the faithful. Extend your shield of protection over me and all who seek your aid. Guard us against every form of evil, both seen and unseen. Break the chains of temptation, cast away the snares of the enemy, and cleanse our lives of harmful influence. Let no shadow of envy, hatred, or deceit draw near. May our hearts be filled only with light, with thoughts that honor God, and with actions that reflect His goodness. Protect our minds from despair, our voices from harm, and our souls from sin. As you intercede for us, let the power of Christ's victory over evil be manifest in every area of our lives. For the lonely and forgotten Saint Anthony, you are known as the patron of the lost, not only of lost things, but of lost people. I bring before you all who feel abandoned, overlooked, or unseen. Comfort those who are alone. Visit those who have no one to care for them. And remind the forgotten that heaven remembers every name. If I myself feel isolated or unnoticed, reassure me of God's constant presence. Place in my life true friends who lift me up, and companions who walk beside me. And where others cry out in loneliness, use me as an instrument of encouragement and love, so that together we may reflect the compassion of Christ. For the world in need, O Saint Anthony, intercede not only for me, but for our world, which suffers in so many ways. Where there is war, bring peace. Where there is hunger, provide sustenance. Where there is injustice, raise up defenders of truth. Where hearts are hardened, sow seeds of compassion. We live in a time when many despair, when faith is weakened, and when love grows cold. stand before the throne of God, pleading for renewal upon the earth. May nations turn to the ways of righteousness, leaders be guided by wisdom, and communities be strengthened by charity. Through your prayers, let light pierce the darkness of this generation. For gratitude in all circumstances finally. Dear Saint, teach me the beauty of gratitude. Even as I await the miracle I seek, let me not forget the blessings already given. Help me to see the small mercies of each day, the breath in my lungs, the roof over my head, the kindness of a friend, the gift of prayer itself. Gratitude opens the heart to receive more. And so I choose to thank God in advance for what is coming. I thank Him for the miracle already being prepared. I thank Him for your faithful intercession. And I thank Him for the strength, peace, and joy that will flow, even in the waiting. O Saint Anthony, miracle worker chosen by God, I cry out to you now with urgency in my heart. This is the hour of faith. This is the moment of surrender. I lay before you every burden that presses upon my soul, every obstacle that blocks my path, and every fear that tries to silence my hope. Hear me, Holy Intercessor, as I call upon you with tears, with longing, with desperation. For I know that when your name is spoken with sincerity, heaven bends low to listen. You are the saint of the impossible, the friend of those who are desperate, the one who brings back what is lost and restores what seems beyond repair. Today, I place my trust in you. Saint Anthony, I lift to you this request. Pause for intention. It feels too great for me, but nothing is too great for God. Where my strength ends, His strength begins. Where my vision fails, His light shines. Where my resources are empty, His abundance flows. And you, beloved Saint, are the bridge that carries my cry to the heart of the Father. I call upon you to move swiftly, to intercede boldly, to plead with heaven on my behalf. Let miracles spring forth even now. Let healing be felt in bodies weakened by illness. Let provision flow into homes burdened by lack. Let reconciliation bloom in families torn apart. Let peace descend upon minds tormented by fear. Let joy erupt where sorrow has lingered too long. Saint Anthony, you once held the child Jesus in your arms. Hold now my prayer in the saint's tender embrace. Present it before the throne of God with the confidence of one who knows His mercy is endless. Do not let this moment pass without intervention. Do not let my plea be silenced by despair. Lift it high, beloved Saint, until the heavens answer with power. Miracle worker, I proclaim by faith that the impossible is shifting. Chains are breaking. Walls are falling. Doors are opening. Paths are clearing. Blessings are descending. Already, I sense the stirring of divine grace moving in my life. Already I feel the warmth of God's presence assuring me that my prayer is not in vain. And so I cry with all my strength, Saint Anthony, grant me my miracle today. Yes, today, not tomorrow, not someday far away, but in this very season, in this very hour. For the God who multiplied loaves and fishes, the God who raised the dead, the God who calmed the storm, is the same God who hears me now. And you, Saint Anthony, stand at his side, interceding with a love that will not relent. I declare aloud with unwearying conviction, my life will not remain the same. My heart will not remain heavy. My circumstances will not remain unchanged. The God of wonders is acting through your intercession, and I will see the evidence of it with my own eyes. O Saint Anthony, flood my spirit with courage so that I may believe even when the miracle has not yet appeared. Strengthen me to wait with expectation, to walk with hope, to speak with confidence. For faith is not just seeing the outcome, but trusting the one who brings it forth. And so with faith unshaken, I call again, Saint Anthony, grant me my miracle today. Heal what is broken, restore what is lost, redeem what is wasted, renew what is dying. Replace fear with boldness, sorrow with laughter, emptiness with abundance. Let this moment mark a turning point, a divine breakthrough, a testimony of heaven's power in my life. I will proclaim your goodness, Saint Anthony. I will testify to your intercession. I will tell others that when I called upon you, you answered with compassion. May my story encourage those who doubt, uplift those who suffer, and inspire those who are near to giving up. Let this miracle not only transform me, but ripple outward, touching countless others who will hear and believe. O Saint Anthony, flame of divine compassion, I will not cease to call upon you until the heavens themselves open wide. I will not grow silent until my miracle is made manifest. You are the one who takes the cries of the faithful and transforms them into victories. Hear me, beloved saint, as I lift my voice with urgency. Do not delay. Do not withhold. Do not turn away. I believe, yes, I believe that your intercession can overturn hopelessness, that your prayers can unlock blessings hidden from human sight, that your faithfulness to God can shift the course of my life. What doctors cannot heal, you can present to the great physician. What debt I cannot repay, you can place before the Lord of abundance. What reconciliation I cannot achieve on my own, you can bring before the Prince of Peace. Miracle worker, I feel the fire of faith burning stronger with each word I speak. No longer will I let fear dictate my future. No longer will doubt imprison my spirit. No longer will despair steal my nights. With every breath I declare, the breakthrough is coming. The miracle is near. The answer is already on its way. Saint Anthony, let your voice rise in heaven for me. Stand in the courts of eternity and whisper my request to the ear of the Almighty. Let your plea be strong. Let your petition be bold. Let your faith be unwavering, until my life is filled with undeniable proof of God's goodness. And when that moment comes, when the impossible bends and the miracle appears, I will fall on my knees in gratitude. I will lift my hand in praise. I will tell the world that Saint Anthony interceded, and heaven responded with compassion. So once again, with all the strength in my soul, I cry out, Saint Anthony, worker of wonders, grant me my miracle today. Not tomorrow, not a distant day, But now, here in this very prayer, in this very hour, I cling to your intercession as a drowning soul clings to the lifeline of hope. I believe that you will not let me be disappointed. O beloved saint, stay by my side until this miracle unfolds. Do not leave me until joy replaces sorrow, until healing replaces sickness, until abundance replaces lack, until peace replaces fear. Be the faithful friend who carries me into the presence of God where all things are made new. O Saint Anthony, mighty intercessor before the throne of God, I lift my cry higher, stronger, more desperate than ever before. With every heartbeat, my soul proclaims, this is the moment, this is the hour, this is the appointed time for my miracle. Raise my prayer, O beloved saint, as incense rising to heaven. Let it reach the heart of Jesus, the child you once held with such devotion. Place my request in his holy hands, and let his mercy overflow upon my life. Do not let this cry return empty, but let it come back as answered grace, as tangible proof of God's unfailing love. I refuse to doubt. I refuse to surrender to despair. I choose to believe, even against all odds, that heaven is moving in my favor right now. Chains are being broken. Illnesses is being healed. Finances are being restored. Families are being reconciled. Minds are being renewed. Souls are being lifted, all by the power of God through the intercession, Saint Anthony. I will not stop calling your name until I see the evidence of divine power. And when the miracle comes, and I know it will, I will honor you. I will proclaim you. I will tell the world that the Saint of Miracles once again answered the cries of a faithful soul. So hear me once more, loud and clear, from the depths of my heart. Saint Anthony, grant me my miracle today. Today, beloved saint, not tomorrow. Today, while faith is burning. Today, while hope is alive. Today, while heaven listens. Remain with me, Saint Anthony. Do not leave my side. Walk with me through the hours ahead. Surround me with your protection and cover me with your blessing until the day I see the miracle with my eyes and feel it with my hands. Keep me steadfast, unshaken and filled with holy courage. O gentle and faithful Saint Anthony, as I bring this prayer to its close, I rest my soul in the assurance of your loving intercession. My heart has cried out with urgency. My voice has risen in faith. And now I surrender all into the merciful hand of God. You have heard my plea, beloved saint, and I know you have carried it to the throne of the Almighty with tenderness and strength. From this moment forward, I choose to walk not in fear, but in peace. I will not dwell on my struggles as if they are permanent, for I believe that the miracle is already unfolding. Though my eyes may not yet see it, my spirit knows it is near. The God of compassion has heard my prayer, and through your intercession, Saint Anthony, his blessings are on their way. Grant me the grace to remain patient as I wait for the fulfillment of my petition. Teach me to trust not in my own timing, but in God's perfect design. May I never forget that sometimes the greatest miracle is not the change of circumstances, but the transformation of the heart. And in this transformation, I find strength, I find joy, and I find peace. Beloved Saint, keep watch over me and those I love. Surround us with protection as we walk each day. Let no harm approach, let no evil prevail, let no despair take root. Fill our homes with light, our relationships with harmony, and our work with purpose. May every step we take be guided by faith. Every word we speak be filled with kindness, and every decision we make be shaped by divine wisdom. I thank you, Saint Anthony, not only for the miracle that is coming, but also for the countless blessings already present in my life. Thank you for health, for family, for provision, for the gift of prayer, and for the comfort of knowing I am never alone. Even in the waiting, I am blessed. Even in the silence, God is near. Even in the struggle, His grace sustains me. And so, with a heart full of gratitude, I entrust all into the loving embrace of our Heavenly Father. May my life be a testimony of His power, my voice a witness to His mercy, and my actions a reflection of His love. Saint Anthony, friend of the suffering and companion of the faithful, I will continue to honor your name. I will proclaim your intercession. I will share with others that through prayer, through faith, and through trust, heaven's miracles are still alive today. In closing, I whisper once more the prayer that has echoed through generations. Saint Anthony, worker of wonders, pray for us. Pray for our healing. Pray for our provision. Pray for our peace. Pray for our souls. And may your intercession always lead us closer to the heart of Christ, who lives and reigns forever. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.